Hello my friends, привет! I am Yuri Yakov, and this is my LADA NIVA, absolute best automobile ever made. You know what I'm saying, my friends? But Yuri, what about the Americans? They make some pretty fine automobiles. Yeah, I agree, they make some nice cars. Nothing really compares to this little NIVA. It may be a small statue, but makes up for it in function. There's not much that this little car cannot do. I always say, but yet, the Americans, they have the Humvee, and it is 4 times the size. Yeah, bigger, not better. Anything the Humvee can do, little NIVA can do better. It can go more places. And, well, because of our superior Russian engineering, we're able to fit so much in little package. And speaking of little packages, I mean that we are Russian. We really don't have anything to, how do I say, compensate for? Sorry, Americans. So come with me, my comrades, as we take a closer look at this most fine example of Russian engineering. So as we walk around, you can see the classic styling of this little NIVA. Absolutely beautiful and timeless in design. And yes, this is Kozak model. Kozak was a trim level offered to Western markets with chrome trim round windows, fender flares, and sunroof with roof rack. It also came with very sporty aluminium rims. When we look inside, we can see this beautiful velour interior with black vinyl accents. And yes, this is my babushka's Ushanka. She wore it quite often as it was very cold. And if we take a look at the odometer, we can see that it is just over 12,000 kilometers, making this a very low mileage engine. And we move to the seats. Again, this beautiful soft velour seat cover, protecting the premium vinyl seats underneath. Yes, only the best material was used in the construction of this little NIVA. As we get inside here and look at transmission, we can see it is a 5-speed with sinker mesh transmission. A very, very smooth shifting. And as we come down to transfer case, we can see 2 shifting levers. The first lever is for high and low range with neutral in the middle. The secondary shifter is for transfer case lockup. Simply lock and it will continually send power to both front and rear differential, regardless of traction. If front diff is slipping or high-sided, power will still be sent to rear diff. If rear diff is slipping or high-sided, it will still send power to front diff, ensuring you never get stuck. And if we take a look at this most beautiful stereo system, it was quite something in its day. And if we move to the glove box, we see there's plenty of room with storage below, maybe to hold extra pair of mittens or ushanka for extra cold days. And yes, dash is a little cracked, but not that bad. And if we take another look at odometer, we can see the 12,381 kilometers. Yes, that is original mileage. It is in excellent shape. And here is the sunroof with the visors and roof liner in excellent condition, perhaps a little dirty. And if we look in back, we can see just how clean and in excellent shape this little NIVA truly is. Yes, I had a fond memory of driving around in the back seat with my little sister as she would play with her Matryoshka doll, as my babushka would drive us up to the local shop and buy us confectionery. Such good times. I do miss my babushka quite a lot, but I do have her NIVA to remember her by.
and I will be restoring it. Not that it needs much work, because it is in excellent condition, and being that it is LADA, it is most indestructible, as we all know. If we move to back, we can look and see we have plenty of storage, and yes, this aluminum rim is part of Kozak model trim. Missing some plastic, which I do have new replacements for. Yes, very spacious. As well as back seat does fold down to give you even more storage if needed. This is the NIVA 1600 Kozak model. Here is the roof racks and sunroof again, in the beautiful velour covering all the precious vinyl underneath. Yes, all the vinyl underneath is in excellent condition. This is part of Kozak trim model. And this lever here is to flip up front seat for passengers to get in rear. And it is quite spacious in the back. It can seat up to 3 passengers with plenty of legroom. Such a small compact vehicle, yet so spacious. And of course my babushka Zushanka. Yes, with the advancements in aerospace and rocket ship technologies, this has lent a helping hand in the development of this little NIVA, with the use of space-age lightweight materials, such as aluminium, which can be found in the construction of this little NIVA. If we look at rear brakes, we can see the use of lightweight aluminium in the construction of the rear drums. You may ask yourself, why the use of aluminium in the construction of the rear drums? Well, this lends itself to low rotational mass. The lower the rotational mass, the more efficient, meaning less power is rubbed, more power is sent to road. With higher rotational mass, more power is rubbed and less power gets to road. This makes it very, very efficient. Being more efficient means less wear and tear on drivetrain and components, making the NIVA even more durable than it already is. And if we move to the front brakes, we can see yet again the little NIVA being the first. This is quite the trailblazer, for it has multi-piston calipers, not seen in other vehicles before. Yes, the Russian engineers has designed a 3-piston caliper design, very, very advanced, and yet again it is very efficient with excellent braking performance. The NIVA is quite the trailblazer, leading the way for so many years. This is where spare tire goes. Yes, Russia has been very first in so many different things, such as first into space, first to send dog into orbit. Yes, Russia is quite a superpower. Now if we go ahead and take a look at engine, we can see its sleek, simple design. Yes, this was a engine design originally from Fiat back in 60s, or Russia purchased Fiat design and improved on engine for Niva. This is quite a stout little engine. It's a very, very durable design. It is most powerful and fuel efficient, and very capable of moving this little lightweight Niva around. Remember, bigger, not better. Being small and lightweight allows itself to be very capable automobile, where it can go most places that other big vehicles cannot go. In this durable 1600cc engine, which was enlarged to 1700cc engine and fuel injected in later years, is a very capable and powerful design. This being carbureted version also has fuel pump with self-priming handle on it, and with a crank start you can go through front bumper into engine and crank over by hand, starting this little Niva without any need for battery. So in case of emergency, you can start the vehicle, yes, no matter what. Yes, there is not much that this little Niva cannot do.
Niva, roughly translated, means harvest or harvest crop. A odd name, you may say, until you think of the lonely farmer. After a season of long hard work, the farmer at harvest time is able to reap his reward. A bounty so rich that he is able to feed his family. The same could be for you. From years of hard work by the Russian engineers, you too can reap the reward in what is called the LADA NIVA.